Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This is a 2010 overdue video. I've been wanting to do this YouTube channel forever, and I decided why not? If 2020 have teach us anything, is to just go for it, because life is too short. So here I am doing this tutorial of this look that I do all the time. It's my famous look with my little blue under eyes. So I'm going to show you guys how I do this look. Now, I'm not going to be really in depth with everything, and I'm going to have videos coming up soon on how I do my brows and how I do my foundation to stay on all day. So without further ado, here we go. Right here, I'm taking my Prime Essence by Touch and Soul, priming my lids, and I'm using this brush that I got from my BoxyCharm box, which honestly has no name on it, which is very strange. And then after that, I'm taking my concealer by Fenty Beauty in the shade 380, and I prime my lids with it because I just like the way it feels. And then I'm taking the Violet Frost Pro eyeshadow palette. I'm taking the shade Brownie Points and Teddy Bear, and I'm blending both of them together in the outer corner of my lids. Here I decided to try a different brush, more of a bigger, fluffier brush, to give it that more volume look on my lids, if that makes any sense. And I'm blending on my lids, and I like to go in the outer and then the inner corner, and then go up a little bit towards my brows, because I find that when I do that, and then down a little bit to the side of the bridge of my nose, it defines everything just a little bit more, and it gives my nose a little bit of a contour effect of everything. And here I'm doing the same thing on the other side. And me being wanting to be a perfectionist, so I really do like what I do, and I take my time with it. And then I also here I use my MAC blush powder, and I'm not sure what the name of it is because it's been scraped off and I've had it for so long. And I use that, and I also blend into the outer and also inner corner of my lid, and then just like literally lightly feather it all over my lid a little bit. And I do the same thing on the other side. And I also used, shout out to my sister, she also got me the 35B palette. It's the Morphy X Lisa Frank palette, and I use that as well on my lid. And here I'm doing my eyelashes. Like I said, I will do an in-depth tutorial on how I put on my lashes. It's very simple and very self-explanatory. And I got these lashes from my BoxyCharm box. Again, I throw away everything else, and I don't know the name of it, but they are very fluffy, and it just makes my eyes look really good. And I'm doing the same thing on the other side of my lid here. And I'm sorry if I'm looking away a little bit, because I had my mirror to the side, my very in-depth mirror that I use to put on my lashes, and I just pinch it with my glam in my hands. And that's all I do for my brows and my lashes. And that's only been 8 minutes. So I usually do like 3 pump, but since it's like an everyday look for me, I know this looks like a beat, but hey, trust the process. It's like my signature. And then I dab it like I'm stippling it into the skin. Like so. Right here, I decided to speed things up a little bit because really, honestly, it's self-explanatory. I'm just blending everything into the skin, but boo-boo. One more time, that was one dab. Like, see that? See that? With the glow. See? I try to enhance my face. I don't try to like take all. I have a lot of little beauty marks on my face. I try to keep them. Okay. If I feel like I need to add some more, just got the blender in the really here, and then I'll go like this. And like that, you get the face. And then what I normally do, I'll take my concealer. I use the Fancy concealer. I'm in shade 380. And then I go here. This new technique I've been using. I don't go all here because I really starting to see like so. But this concealer dries quickly, and I'm like really low on it. So, just the concealer brush, I just works. And I'll just see how I take everything in, because it automatically gives you that look. You'll see what I'm saying. And then I'll dab this in like so. See that? It's that automatic lift. And like I was showing, I use my Lancome foundation. This foundation is amazing. It just makes your skin look flawless. And I'm taking my concealer here, and I'm really taking it into the skin, because it just, the way I put my concealer, like I said, I'm gonna do an in-depth tutorial on how I do everything else. In here, I'm just taking my fluffy brush, and I'm taking my MAC Studio powder, setting powder, and I'm setting my face right here. And I'm just gonna set my face and set everything into place. And then after that, I'm taking my Laura Mercier and my MAC translucent powder, and I put everything together and I mix them together. I find that when I mix both of them together, it gives me more of an airbrush finish look. And here I'm using my fan brush. Yes, I know I'm using a fan brush. It just works for me. And I'm contouring my face, and I'm contouring my cheeks and my forehead a little bit. And I do the same thing on the other side. And the fan brush just works for me because I feel like it's more defined for me. And then here, I'm doing the same thing on my nose, the bridge of my nose here, with the contour kit that I got from MAC. And I use that to contour my nose with it. And what I usually do after, I'll take my foundation brush in the same brush that I contoured underneath my eyes with. The brush that I conceal underneath my eyes with, and I'll take that, and then I'll blend everything in, and then I'll use the fluffy brush, and then I'll blend everything into my skin, and then again go back with some touches because I'm a perfectionist. I want everything to be perfect. And then here I take the same brush that I conceal under my eyes, and my MAC setting powder, and I lightly chisel my cheeks. I really don't overdo it because I don't want it to look like I'm going to parties, more like a, oh, I just put this on kind of thing. And then I'll take my brush, fluffy brush, and then I'll literally blend everything together. I'm taking my e.l.f. blush palette, and I'm just lightly putting some on my cheeks to just give me a little bit of, a little bit of color, to just bring a little bit of color to the face. And I'm taking this pencil that I got from a BoxyCharm box, and the name been really script off, and I don't know why. And I use that on the waterline of my eyes. And again, like I said, shout out to my sister. I'm using my Morphy X Lisa Frank palette. And I take that with a defining brush. Again, I got this from my BoxyCharm box. And I'm taking the final side of the brush, and I put it underneath my eyes with that. And it makes it like, it gives it this really like ocean kind of color blue, but it's like as if you're looking at the ocean from a distance, that kind of blue. That's the color that I get, and I love it very much. And I'm using that underneath my eyes. And sorry for the face, but we all make that face. And I'll run that a little bit farther past like my eyes to give a little bit of wing, just like a light wing, and it just literally blends in seamlessly. The palette is incredible. And I do the same thing, like I said, on the other side of my eyes. And then after that, I take the other side and then just lightly blend underneath to make everything look blended and well seamlessly. And here I'm taking my Lily Lash mascara. I'm putting it underneath my lashes and then my waterline, and I put mascara on like we all do. Here I'm just setting my brows, and after that I'm taking my Body Graphic pencil liner in the shade Rosewood, and I'm just lining my lips. I don't overdraw my lips. I'm a Haitian, I'm from the island. So kone. And then I'm taking my Fenty lip gloss in the shade Diamond Milk, and I'm just putting that on my lips. Just make it a little bit of glossy and a little bit of school in our lips, man. And after that, I'm just gonna, like we all do with the lip. And at this point, I was feeling myself a little bit, And I'm taking my Morphy setting spray, setting mist. And I'm just setting my face, and I usually like swim in it, excuse me, but that's just me. I like my face to look a little dewy. I don't like the dry, patchy look. When you take a picture, your face look like you just came from a powdering junkyard, and I can't do that look. I like to look like I look well baked and ready to go. And I'm just like photo finish, and that's the look that I go for, and that's just my personal preference. Anyway, well, let me stop blabbing. And after that, while my face is a little damp, I take my Trophy Wife by Bianca Fenty, and then I'll take my little fan brush, and then I'll just put some highlights on my cheeks. Now, the way I put on my highlight is questionable. That's for me to talk to God about, not you to talk about. Anyway, I'll take some, and then I'll go a little bit above my brows to the side of my cheeks, and then I'll just do that. And I do the same thing on the other side of my cheeks, and it's just my method, and it just work well. And it's just the way I do it, it looks seamlessly. And again, I will do an in-depth tutorial and really break it down step by step how I do it, because whenever I take a picture, it just works for me, and it just makes my face look good, and it makes my skin look like everything is well blended together and nobody's being left behind. There's no foundation side looking, there's no lines underneath my eyes, and everything just look well. And here I'm putting some highlights on my cheeks and my cupid's bow, the tip of my nose. Here I usually put some on the inner corner of each of my eyes, and I really brush it, like I blend it in the way I do it, and it just opens my eyes up. And then I'll take my fluffy brush again, I run it through my whole face to blend everything in. And again, I spray my face one more time because that's just what I do, and in slow motion for you, because I really go in with the setting spray. I really do. And then again, I'm gonna fit my face. I could not find my little fan, so I'm using my hand because that's just a God-given talent. And I'm speeding up a little bit, and that's the look. I mean, it's a look. Lashes ain't going nowhere. So it's a look, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Now check me out, trying to be cute, trying to pose for y'all, because I'm giving you a face, baby. I'm giving you a face. And if you're a Haitian, welcome. Sak passe. Channel me say channel. Subscribe. Não comprend? Merci for regarder video, mon corps. And share video. And here. And I'm going to just keep going. And, it was an independent day on the 1st, So I'm just giving you body and I'm giving you face. And that's just it. Thank you for watching.